natural. Natural.
Hi, this is Politically Correct with Claire and Paris, the segment where we talk about things that happened this week, most
Fun
of which
things.
are ridiculous. Yes. So that brings us to our first ridiculous instance of the week.
Joe Biden,
Yeah.
the king of gaffes and the emperor of mistakes? Anyways, he fought so this is an amazing video, probably one of the best political speeches I think I've ever seen. It is Joe Biden telling a story of when he was a young,
Warthog.
strapping person, and he was a lifeguard at a swimming pool. And he gets in a fight with a gangster named Corn Pop.
Baddest boy in the
Baddest
boy in Delaware.
He's popping off.
Popping off.
Popping off. Corn Pops. I love how green screens
Corn Pop was a bad dude,
The corn pops are
and he
phasing
ran a
out.
bunch of bad boys. And I did, and back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap.
Bad dudes with the
So
pomade.
he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board.
Esther is
I'm
a
gonna
reference
drag you
to
off.
a
Well, he came
female
off.
swimmer.
And he said, I'll meet you
That
outside. My
happened a
car
long time
was-
ago. That's why
was
nobody knows what he's
mostly-
talking about.
These were all public
how did you
houses
know?
behind it.
I looked it up and Googled
My
it.
car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate.
I'm gonna go beat
And
up
I
Corn
said,
Pop.
I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for three guys in straight racers. Not a joke. There's a guy named
sounds like
Bill Wright.
the out-
House.
like the-
only
He
white
watched
guy,
The
and he
Outsiders
did all
once,
the
and
pools.
then
Like, right?
He
It
was a
sounds like the
mechanic.
setup for the West Side Story.
And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where mechanics, where all the pool filter is. You know the chain? There used to be a chain.
A really
Dude, this
dangerous
video-
place with all the pool
And he
filters.
cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up. He said,
He's
"You
gonna go
walk
pop
out
Corn Pop."
with that chain. And you walk to the car and
Joe
say,
Biden.
"You cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap
Delaware
this chain
chain
around your head."
massacre.
Our next
I
president.
said, you're kidding me. He said,
No.
no, if you don't,
Sorry, that
don't
was
come back. And
sarcasm.
he was right.
He calls
So I
everyone else
walked
president
out
but
with
himself.
the chain.
That's true.
So.
Do you think
I
that's just
walked
because
up
he's
to
used
my
to hanging
car.
around Barack Obama?
He really does. I
Yeah,
think he
back
thinks
those
that every
days,
single
you
person who
remember
stands
straight
next to
racers,
him
bang 'em
is the
on the
president.
curb, get
He's
them
like,
rusty, put 'em in the
"Hey,
right
it's
barrel,
the president."
get 'em rusty.
If he stood
I
next to
looked
me, he'd
at
think
him,
I was the
but
president.
I was
Probably would.
smart then.
You'd be like, thanks, President.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. He's just like, he comes up with these stories because I think he believes he's just like this really good person, the civil rights hero that we don't deserve and didn't ask
That's
for.
right. He was in the Vietnam War too, right?
Yes.
According to himself.
With Martin Luther King.
And then my favorite thing was they asked him to tell the story and he wouldn't apologize for it.
He's malarkey man. He needs an origin story. He needs something, some impetus for bridging cultural divides, and no one asked for it.
And Joe Biden was born, just so you know, he was born a small black child in Mississippi. And he fought for our rights. Okay, roll the next one.
Oh my God! So speaking of gangsters that are as bad as
Not Corn Pop this time.
Corn Pop, Tekashi 6ix9ine, who is a rap artist,
AKA known as Fruit Loop.
rap artist, who gained a lot of notoriety. Not really that much notoriety, but tried to build up some sort of street cred by associating himself with local gang members, and is currently on trial and in the process of ratting every single one of those gang members out.
What a great guy. And he looks like he escaped, he looks like an Oompa Loompa that escaped like the Willy Wonka factory. I mean, this guy, and Claire's gonna go into his backstory a little bit, because I don't know much about it, but this guy is basically ratted on his entire gang. I mean, after this, he's gonna have to, rap under the name Snitch 9.
Snitch 9. Snoop Dogg called him out, actually, with emojis on Instagram, calling him a rat. And it's so funny seeing 6ix9ine's fans come and try to defend him, be like, they were like, he made some mistakes joining a gang, and he's just trying to do the right thing.
Well, my favorite part about the whole trial is all the evidence was like captured on his own
Yeah.
Instagram and Snapchat. So
And then also like in his own music video, right? He actually used one of his music videos that featured
all
his
the
gang members, and he went like, "There's that guy, there's that guy."
and they have
there's
like
that guy."
guns in it, which is super illegal in New York. Like this guy's in trouble. And,
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the smartest. I mean, the guy has 69 tattooed on his body 69 times, which is 69 really bad mistakes that he's made in a short amount of time.
He can only do things in multiples of 69.
Yep.
I mean, he had I don't get his career.
I don't think anybody does.
He piggybacked off his gang reputation,
Which is made up.
Which is I mean, it's totally manufactured. He was a deli worker before he started, when he joined the gang and started rapping. Like he really just tried to capitalize on his career change.
Boom.
Or his yeah, he nobody wanted to buy his slicing up salami tracks, and just he needed something
Beating up
more.
bologna, slicing the salami. Anyways, enough of that guy. He's pretty much done. And
Speaking of racial insensitivity, let's go to our next story of this past week. Shane Gillis, the guy who's got probably the shortest SNL career
world record
in
holder.
history, after it was found that he had said some really derogatory things towards people of Chinese descent and other Asian cultures.
Did he stop there? Was that like the only group he went after?
No, in the extended version, I mean, which is the full podcast, that got taken down, they went on to compare which kind of Asian was the best. So that was fun. But Andrew Yang, Democratic presidential candidate, went
Gang.
went on CNN, and one of the questions he was asked in the State of the Union segment with Jake Tapper was, about his response to the Gillis stuff, because Gillis had previously singled him out for and called him something I will not repeat on this video.
Bleep bleep.
Bleep bleep. He called him bleep bleep, and it was really bad. And let's take a look at Yang's response.
It was a good response.
As one of the most prominent Asian American political figures, did you feel any special responsibility to try to reflect what others in the Asian American community are feeling, or were you just speaking for yourself?
Well, there have been a number
One
of
Asian guy is not
to
a
my call
representative
What a
of the
ridiculous
entire
and
Asian American
I've
community.
experienced
Jake Tapper, top journalist.
anti-Asian racism throughout my upbringing, and it hurts, and it's something that's very real. And I do think anti-Asian racial epithets are not taken as seriously.
This is the guy that said,
slurs
I'm
against
Asian,
other
I know a
groups.
lot of
But at the
doctors,
same time,
mind you.
bigger picture, I believe
Did he
that our
rely on
country has
stereotypes
become
to make bad
excessively
jokes?
punitive
Yes.
and vindictive.
Did he call somebody,
about remarks that
bleep
people
bleep?
find
No.
offensive
Bleep bleep.
or racist, and that we need to try and move beyond that if we can, particularly in a case where the person is in this case, to me, like a comedian whose words should be taken in a slightly different light.
Gang.
So, Yang himself is not
Gang.
the most nuanced when it comes to talking about race. And I don't think we should, I think it's very difficult to expect people to be. But
Dude, he is a youngster, though.
I'm glad he got fired. That's it. Canceled. Next. Moving on.
Recognize that the privilege is not mine, but I've been asked by the White House to. Congressman, I'd be happy to answer your question.
This is
or you
great.
can have a conversation by yourself, but if you'd like to ask me a question, I'll be happy to answer.
I'm going to continue. The reason is
Well, then don't ask me a question if you don't want to hear my
Oh
answer.
my gosh.
This is a House
Speaking of
judiciary,
train
not a House
wrecks.
party.
So if you ask me a question, give me the opportunity to answer your question.
This is Congress today.
Please, of his interruption. He called you in to do
And
his
she-
dirty work in secret
and
because
she
he
just goes on this
knew
rant.
it was wrong. Well, we will expose the truth.
High
The
production
president
quality.
cannot hide behind you any
Okay,
longer.
lighting.
And you should be here to be telling the truth.
Gentlelady's
because the
Oh
truth
my gosh.
will
Dialogue.
set you
Time
free
of the
and the American
gentlelady.
people.
No.
And he just
Yield
comes
back.
right back. Watch
The
this.
gentlelady has expired. The witness may
And
answer
Nadler
the
wanted
question.
to cut her off.
I don't believe.
Corey Lewandowski.
Loophole Lewandowski.
I mean, like this testimony, I don't think there is a better argument for term limits in Congress. I mean, it was just.
You don't think that Steve King's a good
mean,
example of
there's
why
a
we
lot
need
of
term
examples.
limits
I mean,
in Congress?
you know, Nancy Pelosi's been on there for 30 years. I mean, these people have been here forever. And I mean, how much money was spent on the Mueller investigation? About $40 million.
Yeah,
and they didn't
crazy.
find anything.
Yeah.
And these guys are trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. They will find anything to take down the president. And I thought Lewandowski handled himself well. I mean, if he had answered anything offbeat from what was in the Mueller report, they would get him in a perjury trap.
I just think it was a mistake to bring him on to begin with. I have no love for that guy, and he's somebody who literally said, "I have no obligation to tell the truth unless I'm under oath." So.
And it's also the third time they brought him in. I mean, like, what a waste of time.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's helping the Democrats at all, to be honest. I think this is a giant distraction from them actually winning the presidential election. And if they keep on doing this, I mean, Trump's going to win again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that this was a good move by the Dems. I don't think that pressing this is a good move. I think that there's a lot that they should be focusing on that's not this.
I mean, not even Nancy Pelosi wants them to keep down this path. I mean, this is just a disaster. And like I said, we need to come together as a country and actually, and Lewandowski says in the speech, come together. Imagine if Congress could come together and actually get things done for the American people. We need new infrastructure. We need better health care. And there's a lot of things that could be accomplished. This is not one of them.
Do you want universal health care?
No.
That you know what that means, right?
Health care for the universe?
No. That's not okay. That's it. That's what we got for this week.
Yep.
And I'm sure there will be a lot of other ridiculous things happening next week, and we'll cover those again. And as always, if you have any suggestions for things that we should cover, please like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, tell us what you want to see covered on Politically Correct.
Smash that like button. 2 thumbs up. Like plus share equals agree.
You're a social media genius, aren't you?